Hello and welcome back to WrestleMania Long Note Tournament number 4, and welcome to round of 16. It is not the first match of the weekend, but we do have a spicy match to provide to you right now. Konkawe versus FoaMelt seed number 7 versus seed number 10, and we're starting to get into a stage where qualifiers results actually matter. Hi, I'm Patouage. I'm streaming and commentating at the same time, and I'll be helped by Potassium. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Really excited for this one. As you said, we're getting later into the tournament, and in the winner's bracket, we are going to be seeing these crazy high-level matches at this point. This one in particular, not just the seeds being very close, but these two players I know have similarly really good accuracy, really good ratio on all of these kinds of LN maps. So I think we might be getting a bit of a back and forth, or at the very least, really close maps to see here. Oh, that's interesting. I would think, I mean, I know both of them obviously really strong coordination kind of players. I feel like in most other situations, they would be players that would maybe pick the coordination. But in this case, maybe this is just my own, like, made up narratives. But I feel like FoaMelt is the one that is probably a little bit more coordination focused of a player overall. I feel like konkawe might be more like well-rounded, so maybe you would want to go towards those. I mean, looking at the maps last week, konkawe was getting the #1 scores on a couple of these density maps last week, so kind of interesting to see him ban away. Wait, no, not or at least not protect one of the density maps. That is.
Yeah, I think FoaMelt is directly playing into konkawe's weakness, and we'll see where that leads us, because like konkawe's CO1 score, especially like in qualifiers, was not exactly like challengeable. Well, it was actually.
Oh yeah, this one is definitely a really long one. And as you said, the mental stamina plays a massive part. So easy to drop 200s at any point, even though it's a slow song. Even this intro section here, very calm song, but you cannot stop focusing at all, even in these sections. And even though you said maybe not konkawe's best skill set, he's still very, very good at it.
Yeah, in fact, right now he has the lead. So let's just hold our breath for now. We're not even 400 notes in.
Yeah, still definitely most of the difficulty of the map coming in eventually. Right now we're getting more staggered releases, and these accuracies have actually tied up here. FoaMelt has caught up konkawe, dropping a 200 here or there, it looks like.
Yeah, now that I remember it, I think konkawe's qualifier stage 1 score, like seed number 25 compared to his otherwise stellar seeding, was due to a choke. Like 2 chokes on his 2 tries. So konkawe definitely knows how to act, but not necessarily being consistent, as we can see right now, with a fair amount of 200s dropped here and there.
Yeah, and combo breaks like that, like in the qualifier maps, also kind of show that there is a more general lack of comfort on maps like this compared to maybe the density maps. So that is usually enough for even like small accuracy drops like we're seeing here. Konkawe down to 99.73. FoaMelt still holding pretty strong, 99.8 even at this part. We're expecting the accuracies to slowly drop over time, especially if we're getting into more dense, harder sections later on in the map.
Yeah, the accuracy is building back up on konkawe's side, so FoaMelt not necessarily out of the woods just yet, especially the combo break!
Oh, it came from FoaMelt's side instead, and that is a devastating miss. Konkawe at the moment just needs to hold on to the combo. The accuracy difference was never large enough to be able to counteract the miss.
Oh yeah, no. A combo break in that kind of low density pick is kind of a death sentence in itself, but rest assured, like, the pick still has like a third of its length left.
But can you rely on Konkawe of all people to miss when you want him to miss? That will have to be what we see in this last part. It is quite tricky still at the end.
Yeah, believe in the qualifier's curse.
The accuracy's still really close, so if there is a miss, it might be, I think it might be enough for FoaMelt to gain the lead again.
Just holding our breath right now because, like, anything matters at this point. We are 8,000 points apart. Konkawe has the accuracy and combo advantage, and it doesn't want his team to budge to the right up to this ending here. And I think, like, after this point, there's like not much to go from.
Yeah. There's not really much to miss on here. Even if there was a miss here, I don't think there's anywhere near 400 combo left in the map to really capitalize on any miss. So that is going to be it. The protect from FoaMelt is going to be lost there from an unfortunate miss in the middle of the map. And we'll have to see what the accuracies were like. Without that miss, maybe FoaMelt would have won. Yeah, would have.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that would have been super close. 3 200s to 2 200s. Oh.
Yeah, I think it would have. Yeah, it's hard to say because it's really hard to figure out how much a 200 is worth on this map. But I think it would have been literally tied, almost.
Yeah, that would have been ridiculously close, but unfortunately that miss means it does go cleanly towards Konkawe. So first point, break point here, and Konkawe now gets to pick. I mean, I wonder if he picks coordination too.
Yeah, just chain the maps. Well, granted, both of the coordinations are very different maps, and you would pick them for very different reasons, but no. The next pick is going to be technical number 1.
It's the funny map, or the funny song, I should say.
Yeah, funny song, yeah. There's like an iconic, like a really old Mania map of it with a funny trill. The funny trill is not featured in this map.
Damn, no funny trill. Not just the funny trill with like random LNs in column 1 and 4. That was great. Okay, we'll see how this one pans out. Konkawe looking to extend the lead to 2 points, as FoaMelt wanting to win a breakpoint back on his own.
Yeah, right now Konkawe looking really solid, but FoaMelt not like putting a fight back, to say the least. Like 99.82 just the marks of a winner's bracket player, really.
Oh, absolutely, and I mean that was a bit of a shaky start at the start from FoaMelt ratio-wise, but has recovered completely now, and is just a hair's breadth away right now from Konkawe. Not much difference whatever between these two teams. FoaMelt does drop a little bit of back, but still basically touching in terms of this lead.
Let's get into the KI, and FoaMelt still has an opportunity to catch up, but no.
Oh.
Yes, he instead catches the opportunity to miss, and that will be a death sentence in this third half. Like, the map is not that long.
Yeah, this one's a much shorter map, although I think probably has a higher note count than the first one that we saw.
Funny
but
enough.
yeah. Yeah, definitely looking like it's going to go over to Konkawe unless a massive miss happens. This is a big accuracy difference now, and it was looking so close before, but one miss in each of the maps is definitely not going to be able to win you any points when you're up against this level of competition.
How is Konkawe sharp shooting this? This map is hard.
There's almost like 1 to 10 ratio that Konkawa's got here, but FoaMelt wasn't far behind in the ratio side of things. I think they'll be pretty similar. Yeah, pretty much the same. Wow. SS!
Yeah,
as well.
Same ratio, but no 200s on Konkawa's side. Just how do you catch 0 200s on Kamui? Hello?
Oh, imagine how close this would have been, but yeah, I mean, I guess on the bright side, if you want to look at from FoaMelt's perspective, even without the miss, even without any 200s, even if you played perfectly in that one, you still would have lost by 5 300s.
Oh no. Oh, this match is like cooked. Oh, coordination 3, so kind of a more quote-unquote timing hell sort of pick.
This is the type of pick definitely that FoaMelt was tearing up a little bit in MWC just a few weeks ago. So one of the types of picks that I currently at least associate FoaMelt4.
That's fair. We'll have to see how that pans out, but I do think it's promising as well.
I mean, I feel like accuracy-wise, it's been very promising so far for FoaMelt. Like, the ratio has been absolutely keeping up. 200 count has definitely not really been far behind either. It has just been these misses, really, that's cost these past 2 points.
Yeah, FoaMelt just has to not miss.
Just don't miss, as the saying goes.
Just do not miss, just hit the notes. But guess who else is hitting the notes? Konkawe. And Konkawe's not too far behind FoaMelt. FoaMelt does have the lead right now, but it's like hinging on absolutely nothing.
Yeah, these are some scary accuracies right now, my god, they're both around 99.9.
Konkawe dropping a bit of accuracy, dropping 1 200 to dropping to 99.85, but FoaMelt follows it soon after.
Yeah, so they stay stuck together. 0.01 difference between them right now. This is probably like 100 points. So any small 200s, any real drop in ratio ever so slightly is going to make a massive difference here.
Let's go into the second chorus. We'll see the accuracies inch together ever so slightly. Konkawe drops a tiny bit of an amount here, but oh!
It's still close. FoaMelt drops the same amount at the same time. We are still touching accuracies right now, 0.01% difference, and I think that stopped at 63 in that brief break that we got there.
Oh no. If the players are dropping accuracy at exactly the same rate, and we've seen before in other picks the ratios be exactly the same, I think this pick is gonna be like glued together.
Oh my god, how is this so close still? It's perfectly tied. I'm trying to look at both of the numbers at the same time. I can't do it. Oh, but 99.84.
Oh no.
Massive
Oh, no.
accuracy
No.
drop for FoaMelt.
Konkawe takes the lead.
At the very end of the map, can FoaMelt increase the accuracy by 0.01? No, it drops down, but so does Konkawe's. I can't tell who's gonna win.
Please. Can something happen?
Oh, not like this.
Oh no.
That is 333 points, the smallest of differences. And oh, look at it's the 200 count. The ratio is so good for FoaMelt, but the 4 200s over time really cost him. Konkawe with the score v1 double S.
No, that is crazy. Konkawe's legendary consistency versus FoaMelt's legendary accuracy. And it's Konkawe's consistency that prevails in the end, but just by absolutely nothing. And it is going to be the third point for Konkawe.
Oh my god. I mean, FoaMelt feels like he deserves at least a couple of these points. But just by such small margins being won right now. And now it's Konkawa's own pick. That was a second breakpoint out of the 3 picks that we've seen.
No, that's crazy. If we get other picks like that, like the 3-0 could turn into a tiebreaker like really soon.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think, I mean, as long as both players are holding the combo and we don't see many chokes in the future maps, I think this match could still very well go both ways.
We are going into the clouds for this next pick.
Wild card 1. Delving a little bit into various different pools is konkawe here.
Just testing the waters. I do feel like this pick is like way more volatile than the other picks we've seen so far.
And maybe that's a good thing for konkawe, because as far as volatility goes, we know that he is super consistent with all these kinds of maps. So if there is someone that is struggling maybe a little bit for that consistency on a crazy map, it would be FoaMelt. But let's see.
Well, speaking of volatility here, not exactly the best start for FoaMelt, but well, it doesn't really matter in the long run. As long as it's not like a miss or a 200 or something.
Yeah, I mean, it was just the first couple notes of obviously kind of hard sometimes to get perfect timing on those, but look at this recovery right now, 99.91, 99.93, very close accuracies here.
Yep, both of the players definitely know how to sharpshoot, but are they going to keep that sharpshooting ability up until the ending as the song speeds up and the density amps up?
Right now it's looking like FoaMelt's accuracy is slipping a little bit, but konkawe's is also kind of following suit as well. They're still 0.03% apart, so not very much, a couple 200s, more than enough to switch this back to FoaMelt's side.
FoaMelt slowly catching up. konkawe not giving up too much accuracy, but dipping down to 99.90, so they are 0.01% apart.
Yeah, you can't get any closer than this, and I wonder, it might be closing as well. This accuracy is looking quite good. Both players actually dropping a little bit, but still staying the same amount apart, it looks like. We're within 100 points, it feels like, right now.
Nah, that's wild. FoaMelt does drop a bit faster than konkawe, but we've seen the ratio abilities from FoaMelt. FoaMelt is definitely able to sustain, but will FoaMelt be able to sustain enough for konkawe to drop?
Yeah, konkawe's dropping as well. FoaMelt's also dropping accuracy. They're just small margins slowly dropping this accuracy, but it looks like konkawe's going to hold on for a little bit. Will there be any 200s at the end here? That's really all that can save FoaMelt. But it does not look likely. It is going to be konkawe winning another point by a tiny margin again. This time, both players with the score V1SS.
No, that's clean. That's a clean lobby. That's a clean lobby. Like, what even?
Extremely clean from both players.
Oh my god. So konkawe does have like the accuracy advantage and more volatile picks, and I do feel like FoaMelt has the accuracy advantage on more straightforward picks, so maybe that's a hint towards future picks. Maybe investigate density?
Yeah, it might be an idea. At this point especially, FoaMelt is going to have to win quite a lot of maps in a row at some point. So density is going to have to get touched soon. But it looks like for now, FoaMelt wants to stick with what they're comfortable with, the coordination 2, to pick out the rest of the coordination pool. And this one was actually konkawe's Protect, if you remember back at the start.
That is really funny. But I do feel like FoaMelt is good on this type of map as well, because like the snaps are fairly manageable, I would say. Although for a one crystal map, they're like really, they also have their volatility and also a fair amount of choke ability with the shields and so on.
Yeah, of course. And it feels almost inevitable going into this one with how the past couple maps are going. Both players are going to have very, very close accuracies. I can call that immediately.
Up to a promising start for FoaMelt right now. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Definitely a promising start for FoaMelt right now, as konkawe does find a really massive miss there. Not just for the combo, I mean, it was within the first 400 combo, but more importantly, this accuracy took a massive hit down below 99%. And that accuracy is not recoverable if FoaMelt can keep up this 99.87 that he's holding right now.
Yeah, FoaMelt literally just has to hold right now.
As long as this combo stays intact, FoaMelt can afford a couple 200s here and there, as many as he wants really, as long as the combo stays intact, because now 9,000 points is the biggest lead we've seen so far in this match.
Yeah, but like, the map is only halfway over and konkawe definitely can still catch up, at least to 99.70.
Yeah, konkawe will definitely close the gap a fair amount. Might even be able to reach 99.8, maybe not. Yeah, probably not 99.8, but 99.75 or so konkawe is looking at right now. Still going to fall short of FoaMelt's accuracy of 99.85 still.
Yeah, we're reaching the last quarter of the map and it doesn't seem super recoverable from konkawe's side.
It is relying on mistakes. We have seen FoaMelt make mistakes before, but not much time left in the map.
And that's a perfect run for FoaMelt. 994k. Just 1-200.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Look what would have happened.
No,
Look
no,
at
no,
what
no,
would
no,
have
no,
happened.
no. Oh no, 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 no. You're telling me that if the two misses were 300s, we would have 300 apart. Literally.
This is with 300s. Yep. Yep.
No.
That would have been something to watch.
No.
Actually, you know what? I am happy that didn't happen, because I would have felt so bad for FoaMelt after so many maps in the row, but a really well-deserved point on the board. FoaMelt manages to stay in.
No, that's like, it's a sin that right now it's 4-1, because like I was expecting this match to kind of ramp up towards tiebreaker, but like right now 4-1 is an absolute sin of a score.
Yeah, well, I mean, FoaMelt deserves, like, come on, at least another 2, surely, before the match is over. And actually, on another note, I believe this is from that intro graphic that we had up there. This is konkawe's first point lost in the tournament as well.
Oh. Interesting tidbit of information.
Yeah, I mean, it was going to happen at some point, of course, and very likely match for it to happen as well, I would have to say. But now it is density for the first time here, getting the density pool coming out, and FoaMelt's going to have to hope for another one of those performances to come out again.
Let's see how those players handle density, especially some of those naughty bests in the later half.
Yeah, looks like right now FoaMelt's the first one to start having this accuracy drop off a little bit. 99.84 is still very good, but Konkawe is handling things a little bit better in the sharpshooting side of things.
FoaMelt stabilizing, a good sign of things to come.
Definitely going to need that stability here. If Konkawe does drop a little bit of accuracy, this will tie up immediately.
Alright, funny burst, handled perfectly by both of the players.
Why are these accuracies not moving? 99.90, 99.85, are the numbers bugged? Are they not moving? There we go, Konkawe drops 0.01.
It's just absolutely nothing and not giving a chance whatsoever to FoaMelt. FoaMelt doing an absolute crazy job here.
Yeah, no, this gap is shrinking, this gap is shrinking really quickly. 99.87, 99.86.
Can it happen?
Another one of these tiny differences.
Okay, can the match go on? Or will the match end right now with Konkawe's victory?
Oh, but there's not much left, and unless there's a 200 happening in this outro, it looks like Konkawe is going to manage to secure it by a few hundred points at the end, despite a 995k. You're saying a 995k loses. A score view on double S at that for FoaMelt. But
V1SS loses the match, and that is the essence of round 16 winners bracket. That is a tragedy.
That just goes to show the level of players, the quality of players that we see in this tournament, in this winners side of the bracket at this point.
No, that is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, it really felt like there wasn't much FoaMelt could do in that match, despite playing near perfectly throughout the match. I think anyone in the losers bracket gonna have to watch out. FoaMelt could really make a big run there, I have to feel like. Oh, wait, imagine. Wait, that would be such a fire matchup. That would... Oh, absolutely, yeah. This was, wait, 94. So the winner of Parasol Tree, Very Sour, Dark Mew, and Arrow. Wait, why is Parasol Tree in the lower bracket? Oh, yes. No, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, scary brackets coming up. My god.
Bonus content, I guess.
Well, they're playing the tiebreaker.
I mean, let's see how close the tiebreaker would have been between the two players. because I do believe that like those two players are definitely like very capable of handling the tiebreaker. So it just comes down to how they scale on the long run.
Oh, of course. I mean, both of these players being some fairly like important key players in podium positions in MWC. You know, konkawe getting podium last year, FoaMelt getting podium this year. Both of those players playing in those like finals pools. So definitely can keep up with the level of things currently. And as we can see again, we've got another ridiculously close ratio. How is it that konkawe's accuracy is always like 0.01% higher?
Yeah, just inching a tiny bit above FoaMelt every time, but right now it is virtually tied between the two players. Oh, a drop here.
By a drop, you mean a single 200.
Yeah, it's, that's just the level of drop we're talking about. That's the caliber of players we're dealing with. Okay, that's a real drop.
Oh my god! Okay. I'm just thinking right now, good thing we didn't go to tiebreaker in some ways.
Yeah, well...
This would have been absolutely heartbreaking at that moment.
Well, the pressure is off now, so it's like, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Maybe in the pressure scenario, you're a little bit more focused and you don't loosen up so much during the break. Never really know, but these accuracies are so ridiculously close.
Yeah, like if konkawe breaks in that later half, like it could definitely go back to FoaMelt, so it's like, yeah.
I mean, it feels like it would have to go to FoaMelt. These accuracies are dead even despite the miss. You know, any miss is obviously going to come with a bit of an act drop at the very least. Actually, I don't think there was even any long notes in the section that FoaMelt missed in. Missed in like the single rice pattern in the whole map.
That is so funny. That is actually really funny. Let's see what the speed up does to him.
Maybe a bit of an accuracy drop here or there, we'll see. I mean, both players have been very consistent when it comes to their accuracy, you know, ever since that first quarter finished.
konkawe has literally not budged in terms of accuracy.
Yeah, but players are getting just too comfortable playing maps. I can't even comprehend how you manage to keep up accuracy on stuff like this, but right now, both players not budging whatsoever. FoaMelt has stabilized on this 99.73 now.
Yeah, konkawe did drop some amount of accuracy in the first half, but like right now, he's in the zone.
My god, 99.76, 99.72 now for FoaMelt.
Yeah, can konkawe get the full combo?
That was something that I wasn't going to mention, but we know we're all thinking it.
Oh, some accuracy drip coming from konkawe, so signs of vulnerability in this ending.
But go straight back up to 99.76 again.
The sign of vulnerability was literally just dropping 0.01%.
I don't know how it's possible for an accuracy to just like not move as much as they have been this match. It feels like both players, as soon as they've stabilized their accuracies, it's just been like exactly the same number showing for the rest of the map.
Yeah, outside of that miss in the break, like FoaMelt would have gotten basically the same score. A bit of an accuracy drop here in this ending, but let's see what the accuracy difference is.
I'm sure if that miss didn't happen and if this was like a real tiebreaker, I'll be losing my mind right now. Like absolutely, like head would be gone. Oh wait.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. It was still konkawe. Konkawe by a tiny bit wins in accuracy there.
Yeah, it would have been
Yeah, the
few.
100 is a bit suspicious. That would have made things a bit closer, but
uh,
still winning out in ratio is all that matters.
yeah, it would have been a few thousands difference at most. But like, I do think like Konkawa does scale theoretically. Like on the table, Konkawa does scale a bit higher in the end. But FoaMelt still gets
Yeah.
a 990k despite the miss. So like without the miss, it would have been pretty much the same score as Konkawa. So like you cannot count FoaMelt out. And FoaMelt in the losers bracket is going to be an absolute force of nature.
Yeah, will be interesting because I think, you know, in the losers bracket, we are going to be seeing a lot of really, really strong matchups as well, you know, coming around this point of the tournament especially. And we can see now the schedule coming up. We don't have any match coming up right away, but the next one should be in about 2.5 hours, I think there is 11 UTC.
Yeah, that's going to be just about 2 hours and 23 minutes from now.
Yeah, that one, I mean, this has to be a winner's bracket as well, right? For Veloz and Matcha Latte.
And Matcha Latte, we can confirm that, I think.
It'd be absolutely insane to hear Veloz is not in the winner's bracket. Yeah, okay, it is. Wait, Matcha Latte hasn't played a match yet. No, play the one. Okay, no, I was looking at the wrong round one. Okay. But make sure you stay tuned for this one. 2 and a bit hours. 2 hours, 20 minutes. And we'll see you soon.
Bye bye.